Got Mr. Nightmare again with the scare videos caught on ring lights, man. Had that drop with the part 4. It came out the other day. He also came out with another video too yesterday. Well, he came out, I think he came out with it Thursday, Wednesday, one on. But yeah, man, we got part 4, man. We already read part 3. So, yeah, man. Type shit.
The man you're looking at is 56-year-old Stephen Groves.
Damn!
For 2 whole years, Groves has been harassing his disabled neighbor Stephen Prasad and his caretakers. The harassment has been caught on Prasad's Ring doorbell camera multiple times. In some clips, he's seen taking a screwdriver to the device trying to clip its wires.
That nigga, yeah, he look weird. I ain't gonna lie. He look kind of
In another clip, he's seen scrawling on the lens with a marker to no effect.
Be for real. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
And in these instances, whacking the device with a hammer or broom handle.
He knocking that beat down. They're trying to. You gotta. Hey, them bitch hard. Hey, them hard to knock off. He tripping. He gotta go screw that mama. I ain't gonna lie. That's another one. He look kind of weird though. I ain't gonna lie.
The reason behind the
Hey y'all, who he look like? We just got on the last fool in the last video.
Property are unknown. Over the past 6 months, Groves has been convicted of 3 charges of harassment against Prasad and has been put on a curfew and ordered to pay compensation for damages to Prasad's property. Stephen Prasad's niece is terrified for her uncle, having stated this is affecting her mental health, and she's scared that Groves may have intentions to harm her uncle. The restraining order that was put into place is clearly having no effect, as Groves is still harassing Prasad. On top of the restraining order, Groves has been put on an electric tag for the better part of a year and was also ordered 20 weeks of rehabilitation. Police don't seem to be able or willing to do anything more to help, considering this is... Groves has been harassing his taking a screwdriver to the device, trying to clip its wires. In another clip, he's seen scrawling on the lens with a marker with a hammer. The reason behind the man's attacks on his neighbor's property are Stephen Prasad's niece is terrified for her uncle, having stated this is affecting her mental health, and she's scared that Groves may have intentions to harm her uncle. The restraining order that was put into place is clearly having no effect, as Groves is still harassing Prasad. On top of the restraining order, Groves has been put on an electric tag for the better part of a year and was also ordered 20 weeks of rehabilitation. Police don't seem to be able or willing to do anything more to help, considering this has already been taken to court and Groves has been convicted multiple times, leaving Prasad in a very vulnerable spot. The crazy can be seen in this has already been taken to court and Groves has been convicted multiple times, leaving Prasad in a very vulnerable spot. God don't like ugly. The crazy can be seen in this man's eyes, and it's understandable for Prasad and his very vulnerable spot. The crazy can be seen in this man's eyes, and it's understandable for Prasad and his niece to be losing sleep over this, as this is a clearly dangerous, unstable man who may escalate from just attacking Prasad's property to actually attacking him. This next video was recorded in an unknown area at a late hour in the night. 2 hooded, suspicious-looking individuals, one wearing a mask, approach a man's front door, and when he answers, the woman pretends that her car broke down and she needs to borrow a phone.
Come on, man. Hey. The fuck? I don't like it. Copyright, man.
No. Sorry.
Oh, we trying to get in there with the pole. Ooh, wait. He trying to get in there. What the fuck?
The man's first mistake is opening the door at this hour to two hooded individuals, being that his ring camera would have allowed him to check who's at the door before opening it. Instead of opening
9
it,
times out of 10, it be these other people fault too. They be answering the door, bro. And when you know you look at the ring camera, bro.
door, if he felt the need
And
to
I'm pointing-
respond to the people at his front door, he could have and should have used the voice feature on his ring
My
device to
pa.
ask who they were and what they need. Instead, the man opens the door, and while admittedly he knew better than to agree to let them use a phone,
We don't. Sorry.
opening the door in the first place was a mistake, as the man in the yellow hoodie and mask took the opportunity
That man
to
in
rush
the
the
yellow
door
hoodie.
with a gun after taking one last look to the right to check for witnesses. Luckily, the homeowner slammed the door shut just in time, and the two would-be assailants fled the scene. In this case, the homeowner saved himself from robbery and danger just by the skin of his teeth, and hopefully learned to check who's at his door before answering.
Yeah, do that.
If you've seen any of my other videos about doorbell camera footage, then you'd know the importance of
Did I react
checking
to
your
that one?
surroundings
Did I
before
react?
unlocking and
I
opening
remember
your
seeing
door,
that somewhere.
especially depending on the area in which you live. In this video taken by the Ring doorbell camera of TikToker Jojo Ramirez, you see just how close she and her child were from danger, and how the only thing between her and a creepy man was her front door, which she locked with only seconds to spare.
Go shower really fast. I need you to go shower. Daniel,
What the fuck?
what's
He
that?
walked up soon when they went in the house. He was behind them. He behind them when they going in the house. Wasn't he?
Go shower really fast. I need you to
You
go
right,
shower.
that's He tripping.
Daniel,
All females, y'all need to get y'all something to protect y'all self with. No matter. Sure enough, if you a single mom. Even if you a single mom. Shit. Even if you ain't a single mom.
who is it? Get out of here! Get out of here! There's a guy outside. Look.
My brother just standing up.
What makes this scary is that it shows how most of us in our day-to-day lives fail to realize how at any moment your life could be put in danger by someone else. In this case, Jojo had picked up her child and they were just getting home, having a typical
They had
mother-son
a couple
argument of
minutes
sorts.
to spell.
You can hear her son Daniel complain that he's tired, and Jojo responds, "I need you to shower really fast."
Go shower really fast.
But he was,
I
hey,
need you to go
if you would have left
shower.
that door
A
open,
normal moment in which a mother would have her guard down in the assumed safety
Yeah.
of her own property. The creepy man at the front door then tries the door handle, alerting Jojo that someone was at the front door, and you can hear her respond in an alarmed voice, "Who is that? Get out of here."
Who is it? Get out of here!
She then exclaims to her son, "There's a guy outside, look."
There's a guy outside. Look.
As Jojo shouts for him to leave, he backs up, but boldly continues, firmly standing in front of the door with his haunting blank expression, not saying a word.
alright.
The man came out of nowhere so quickly that it could be that he was following them for a while, or perhaps was waiting for them to return. It's anybody's guess what would have happened if the door wasn't locked in time, but a pretty strong assumption would be the man was after Daniel, Jojo's young son. This footage was viewer submitted, and it was taken by their Ring doorbell in a nice, otherwise quiet neighborhood in the Netherlands. The viewer was in bed on an ordinary night when he heard noises on the roof. Thinking it could have been an animal, he ignored it and went to sleep. The next morning, this was the footage he found after seeing the notifications from his Ring doorbell for the night before. In the video are 3, maybe 4
Bro, at
young...
this point, it be the people fault, bro. At this point, cause you looking at these notifications come through your phone, bro. You not even just checking it. You going to sleep, bro. And that must sleep in the world. At this point, it's their fault. At this point, it's their fault. What's the point of having a ring light? You ain't gonna check it.
and trespassing on his property, 2 of them climbing the roof, while the other of the 3 who were visible, whispering to 1 or more people out of view of the camera.
What the fuck is he climbing on? Okay, Spider-Man. Okay, I ain't no way that damn zombie just speared her like that, but okay. Not down on vibe. No cap. You want to jump on the when you open the door?
Luckily, this was a cold night and all the windows in the house were closed, because it was clear they were trying to burglarize the house when scratch marks were found on 2 of the upstairs windows, as if someone was attempting to lift them open. Given that there were 3 or 4 of them, they could have posed a serious threat if they were to have entered the home. After viewing the video, the viewer made sure to keep his windows all locked the following nights, and a few nights later, he woke up to the sound of someone attempting to open a downstairs window, this time not caught by the Ring camera.
See, that's wrong. Me, I go to sleep late, so you know what I'm saying. I would have been already alert and stuff like that. You know, so I would have been up. You know what I'm saying, waiting. You feel me? I would have been. Come on, I probably would have. I'm petty. I would have left it open. Come on. What Glock say? Come on. Come on.
The footage was submitted to the police in hopes that they could identify them based on their faces. I was asked to blur their faces by the viewer, just so that if any of the perpetrators were to see this video, they wouldn't come back to the house again for any type of revenge. This one is perhaps one of the simpler yet scarier clips caught by a doorbell camera.
I got something would have blown them all in about 2 or 3 shots. Would have been all 4 would have been gone. I got something that going poof poof poof. I ain't gonna even use no AR.
And how quick it is. Not many details are known of where this took place, but this was uploaded by the neighbor of the owner of the Ring cam.
And I got an automatic shotgun. You know.
In the video, we see in the dead of night a masked, young-looking man approach the front door of the house with a gun in his hand, stand there for only a few seconds, clearly contemplating what he was about to do, then backing out probably in fear and leaving. The owner of the house didn't know who this was, but this was probably a person working up to an armed robbery, possibly having a sight specifically on this house. Of course, without all the details, that's just speculation. There could be a whole lot of other explanations as to what's going on here. However, regardless, the chances of this guy or any other person with a gun coming back shouldn't be taken lightly. And that kind of footage should be submitted to the police immediately.
Yeah, immediately. No cap. Make sure I go fuck with Mr. Nightmare Man and Mr. Baller, man. I just did both of their videos. Yeah, I got other people. Y'all send me some more other people videos to do, man. Y'all don't be sitting nothing. So I don't even know what the fuck to react to. Then what I know and to react to, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't want to get blocked by certain shit. Y'all tell me to react to it, then I react to it. I get blocked type shit. But yeah, y'all send me some stuff, man. Hit my social media if y'all haven't already. And that being said, see y'all motherfuckers on the next video, nigga. Let's ride.